You are listening to the Mark Lesko Podcast, a podcast by diehard fans for fans. Mark covers all things Penn State football and the Pittsburgh Steelers, as well as anything related to the sports and fitness world. Tune in weekly to listen to a couple of dedicated fans talk about these topics without filters. Thank you for listening to the Mark Lesko Podcast.
All right, everybody. Can you hear me, Jared?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep. Brett, what's going on?
Sorry, guys. Work is always 24/7.
I hear you, bud.
I just had to take a call quick for work, but what's going on, everyone?
You guys can hear me okay, right?
Can hear you great, bud.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Yes. For some reason, it's not picking up my microphone, but if you guys can hear me okay, then that's all that matters.
Right.
Yeah, so Penn State gets the win.
Do they?
I don't know. They finished well, but
Want to know, baby? It's that's the only positive to it.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, we'll talk about it. Defense is good, right? I mean, defense looks great. Chaz Coleman, still Chaz Coleman. Like, the dude.
Yep.
I was at the game,
Ryan
Jared.
Barker, still Ryan Barker. I mean, love that kid. He's a great kicker.
I was at the game, so I could see the whole field. Like, I was up top, so I could see, some places in the stands you can't see very well. I could see all of it. So, like, nice. I could see people not getting open, bad passes. I could see all of it, right? It was a mixture of both, and we'll talk about it. But because, like, I have the all 22. Like, when you guys were watching on TV, you're not going to see that. I saw it today. And
nice.
I break it down. But anyways, Chaz Coleman was going off, man. He was this close a couple times. He had a couple, I think, tackles for loss. He had a killer game last week, so that's positives. Ohio State's only up 23-9 on Ohio, so it's in the third quarter. So, and my favorite news right now is, let's see, Texas A&M is up 28-24, about to be at the half. So, are they not playing defense? 28-24 in the second quarter is almost over. So go Texas A&M. Let's go Texas A&M. Go Aggies. Let's do it.
Yes, man.
The Aggies are my favorite team this week behind Penn State, because whoever plays Notre Dame, that's my favorite team to root for every week.
It's true. It's true. That's a good bet.
So that's the good news is Marcel Reed's cutting them up, dude. So
yeah.
Wow. Their Mario Craver, the receiver for Texas A&M, has 6 catches, 173 yards, and a tutty in the first half against Notre Dame. So that's amazing, and I love it. Mark, they're up by 4.
Yeah, so I've been watching that.
Yeah, it's a good game.
And Penn State being up. What is the score right now?
There it is.
28-24 with 6 seconds left. It's about to be the end of the first half. 28-24 is insane for a halftime score.
28-24 or 23-9. Okay.
For Ohio State, yeah.
Yeah. And then
Texas A&M, Notre Dame.
Yep. Notre Dame is
losing by 4.
24.
Yep.
Yeah. So, with the Ohio State score, that's kind of telling because they've talked. I mean, they think they're the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Yep.
And we'll always talk about that. But and then Notre Dame. Listen, at the end of the day, I wanted points. Okay. You guys know this.
Yep.
We got points. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Broke 50. I'll take it.
Yep.
And Texas looked horrible. LSU looks terrible.
Yeah.
But if Notre Dame can lose and Ohio State can have a close game, then
oh my God, they just scored. Yeah.
You know what? I'm I'm going to be a happy man tonight. So as long as Notre Dame loses, I'll be over the moon if Notre Dame loses.
It'll be a great night. We'll all sleep like we've never slept before, just like when Miami beat them. So I can't wait.
Dude. And they lost by the same score in the same stadium, the same way. And it's such karma for that fan base, man. Like, they are such a horrible fan base. Horrible. Mm-hmm. Young kids out there, don't ever act like Notre Dame fans. Please.
No, don't do
Please.
That. Don't do that to yourself or
don't
society.
Don't ever strive to be that way. Don't ever do that.
Don't do that to your parents, your loved ones. Don't just don't do it.
And like, people think Brett and I are joking, but we're not. Like, it's
we despise.
It's bad, man. But anyway, yeah, we got points. Obviously Brett literally talks me off a cliff every freaking game.
Because listen, I was there, and we'll talk. I could see the whole field today, man. I was up top, so I could see all of it. So
yeah, so 52-6. They haven't covered a spread yet.
So close
to first
today.
3 games, which
so close.
Oh yeah, very close, like an inch away. Which,
impossibly close, dude. 2 insane catches, by the way, by Villanova. So
I stopped gambling, so I don't care. You know what I mean? But for those,
I never sports
22, it's good to have you back. If they lose again, they got to be out. Yeah, absolutely. If Notre Dame loses, like, they're cooked, man.
Because they have nobody left on their schedule. They don't.
Yeah.
So this could be a wonderful night for all of us. As the United States of America, we need a win, right? We've had some losses recently, and we're not going to go there. But you guys know what's happened last a couple days ago. This would be a win for America, so we need to come back. We need to bring it back.
Yeah,
right? That would be a positive thing. So,
and I just want to say this real quick. Obviously, there was some terrible news this week, and it's very upsetting. And I saw this one thing. Yeah, and I saw this one thing that really, I think, encapsulated it the best for me is if you felt badly about what happened, then you're a part of the body of Christ. So I'm a religious guy. I'm Catholic. And that was one of the most horrible things that I've ever seen. I mean, I actually saw the video, and no, it's not just the video itself, the clip. That's one of the worst things I've ever seen. And pray for his family. That's what that's what's most important right now. So, I have young nieces and nephews, so that changes my perspective on a lot of things. And it's very sad. But you guys want to say anything about that?
If you're somebody who was cheering afterwards,
keep it PG.
If you were somebody who was cheering afterwards and was laughing, then unfriend me, unfollow me. Like, I don't want you around at all. So that I'm going to say that. Like, if unfollow me, everything. If you
I heard some people laughing about it, and it angered me. But I thought, you know what? Let them do that, because at the end of the day, karma will get you, honestly. So, but so on to post game. We won. Obviously, we got the Jared. Do you want to say anything about that? You good?
Yeah, and I know all the details of that. Where I work, a lot of people they had their opinions about it, and I'm not saying that I don't follow things, but I try my darndest to be the most casual observer of life. Yeah. And when I hear people talk about these things, and when I absorb the attitudes in which it was brought on, like, collectively we all think that, we all can have our opinions about everything, but if it ever escalated to that point, then that everything is lost. That should never be the case where it gets to that point. I understand that in that world, it has been historically known that these things can occur.
Yeah.
We don't want it to, but unfortunately in that world, it can happen.
Yeah.
And anytime that you're presented to that, you're one of two things can occur. You can either let it be the thing that takes you down, or it's the thing that you always remember in that regard of you can't forget. I mean, of course, the families and the people that were a support, I mean, you're never going to forget now. I mean, this it's happened. We remember it. And I can only say that we know that we want good things. We want things to be right for everyone. And we just want things to always be reminded that the world can definitely have its own way of going through, but we move forward. Like, we want things to be good, and we want to always say that we're here. The rest of us are here to remind us of that. So we just have to continue to do our part, and just hopefully that we remember and we learn.
Yeah, Jared, very well said. You know, Jared and I have talked about this kind of stuff before. Jared's personality. He's just a really nice guy. Very outgoing, and he's a theater guy, you know, so he's that type of personality. And, you know, Jared doesn't, if it's okay for me to say, Jared, you don't affiliate with either. You just try to stay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Jared asked me.
Yeah, I mean, that's just...
yeah, exactly. And Jared asked me once, he's like, is that okay? Do you think that's okay? And I said, well, man, you know, for me personally, some of the stuff that happens and is said, you know, I have to pick a side. That's my personal opinion. And this is an example of why I am on the side that I am, because it's horrible. And it's scary, but I will say this, that whatever the goal was of this, you're not scaring me. I'm not scared of you or anybody else. You're not going to put out the flame. It's getting bigger. So we're not scared of you. So you trust me, like, we're not. And this isn't the only thing this has done is made us stronger. That's it. So at the end of the day, pray for the family. That's it.
Right.
That's the best thing you can do, is pray for their family, because that's, I can't imagine everything that it entails. I can't imagine that. So yeah, but Penn State wins 52-6. We got a box score here. Wow. So dude, this is so bad. All right. I mean, this is a pretty dominating win, honestly, across the board. So we've got, let me see here, team stats. Shoot.
There he is.
Overview. Well, I'm trying to find the team by team. Well, anyway. All right, so we had like 465 yards. They had like, I don't know, 100 some. So
yeah,
they had 60. Yeah, they had 96 yards passing.
That is insane.
Yep.
And that's from the last drive, literally.
Wow.
2 interceptions. Yep. They're long. They had 83 yards rushing. 2 interceptions. Let me see here. No fumbles, I don't think. They were 0 for 1 on field goals. That's awesome. Ryan Barker, I think, is perfect. 11 for 11 on the season.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, he's amazing. I mean, he could win the is it the Groza Award? Is it the kicking award?
I think
something like that. He had one blocked. Remember that far one was blocked, but that doesn't count, I don't think.
Right. You know, you think of names like Kevin Kelly, Tyler Davis. We've had some great kickers. Barney Amore was probably my favorite punter of all time. But I've told the story before, but this one time I was at Penn State football camp. when I was in high school, and we went into the Haluba, right? And I'm there with my dad, and Jeremy Boone's in there, the punter for Penn State at the time. Mm-hmm. And he, like, we're standing there talking, and he comes running over, picks up a ball, and he goes, boom. And we're like, dude, it almost like hit the roof in Haluba Hall.
Wow.
And we're like, and he's wearing like jeans, dude. He's like, sorry, I'm not warmed up yet. I'm like, holy crap. Like, he just did it, and where everyone's standing there like, wow, that was insane. Yeah, so, and the guy that we have now is probably the best one we've ever had. But yeah, great kickers we've had at Penn State. I mean, Ryan Barker is awesome. And, you know, he wasn't even the starter last year going into the season. We had the number one kicker in the class. He didn't do well. And then Ryan Barker stepped in, Ice. His name is Ice. That's his name. But so, and then the highest reception receiver was two yards. Or I'm sorry, 2 receptions for 41 yards. 1 fumble, my bad. And then Shane Hartzell had a good game, 9 total tackles, 5 solo. But Penn State, first, okay, so 31-0 going into the third quarter. Didn't like it. And then 21 points in the fourth quarter. And, you know, 209 yards by Aller, 16 for 29. So he's, I think, like, that's what, 50% roughly. Completion percentage, 209 yards, TD, interception. Grunk looked great again. Katron had 86. Singleton had 84. Three rushing touchdowns. I love that. Trevor Pena and Joey Schlaffer got touchdowns. Now, we saw a lot of Rappleyea and Schlaffer. We saw a lot of those guys. We saw a lot of those guys today. And then Amari Campbell, absolute freak, had a career game, 7 total tackles, 7 solo, 3 tackles for loss, 1 sack. Rojas had 2 sacks. And then,
wow.
Yeah, he had 2. And then, I mean, yeah, it was just a great game. Chaz Coleman. But Brett was at the game. So, Jared, but I'll just say this. I'm concerned about the offense. I'm concerned about Aller. I mean, these games make me very angry. Brett knows. I get very mad. I mean, it pisses me off, man. It does. So, but Jared, what's your thoughts, man? You know, what's your overall thoughts right now?
So when we had the episode with Jeff Brown, and we were talking about preseason, we were going into the season, and I remember I brought up the 2008 season when they went completely bonkers offensively. First game, Coastal Carolina, 66-10. Second game against Oregon State, 45-14. And then the third game at Syracuse, it was 55-14. And then the fourth game, it was Temple, 45-3. That is 221 points. Listen, that is historically never going to happen again. We don't have those types of offenses. But I remember thinking to myself, I looked at that schedule and I saw Nevada. I saw that we had, last week's game, FIU, and then we had today with Villanova. And I'm thinking to myself, hey, could we repeat that? It would be so awesome to see if we could actually show up and kind of repeat something of that 50, 60 points a game. What do we get? We got 46-11. I'm not completely upset about that. I'm like, that's a decent showing. I mean, could have been better, but it was a decent showing. Yeah. And then they took on FIU and they went 34-0. That was the most depressing 34-0 win I will ever see from any game I've ever seen. I don't care, high school, college, or professional. I was like, that was the most just I was grinding my teeth the whole game. I'm like, how are they not putting up points on this team? And they just kept making mistakes after mistakes. And we saw the same thing again, guys. Villanova, I mean, what do they have? Are they going to do anything in their own particular season? Like, are they going to try to go for some, FCS or whatever the, XYZ Nintendo Switch, like, I don't know what division they're in, but it's just like, I'm still seeing the same problems from Drew Aller, the same problems.
I know,
like,
man.
Guys,
I'm so frustrated.
Can we find out did this guy like have a bad breakup or something? Like, did this dude like go through some traumatic thing at school? Like, I mean, I think we need to know, like, did something happen to his confidence? Like, I know he never truly has had it, never truly, but ever since he has stepped on Penn State soil, he has just kind of given you this inconsistent thing of like, I show up when I know I can, but then you see like the Cowardly Lions up, in uniform. I don't know like how he just conducts himself in such a way that I'm very concerned. Like, and that should have gone away this year. That should not have been a problem. They completely took care of the line. They have these new receivers between Pena and Ross and say the last other guy's name. Hudson, thank you. Yeah. So, I mean, you got all these options, and it's the same, Aller. It's the same problem. I just feel like at the end of the day, when you think of their upcoming schedule, and we all know what's coming, I'm deeply concerned. That we're just going to witness a fall on our face, James Franklin kind of game where, yes, I very much will always rely on Singleton and Allen and now Barker. I mean, you've got 2 running backs and a kicker. Can you run your entire game through? Can you kick I don't care. Listen, you and I are Steeler fans, Mark. Last year we watched the Steelers beat the Ravens, would that be 18-16? We had to kick 6 field goals in that game to win it. So you can do it,
Falcons,
but it's virtually, I mean, you should not be relying on those kind of performances, but we can't, it has happened. I mean, in the end, it's the same things. I mean, I'm not saying that, like, I was going to do this tomorrow for my pre-thing with the Steelers, but I can use it too here. It's even more better here. So when you look at like 2 sides of the ball, defense and offense, I feel like James Franklin is the dad and the sons are defense and offense. Which side do you think James Franklin favors? Which is his favorite son? Is it the defense or is it the offense?
Offense, I'd say probably. Well, okay. I mean, in terms of performance, yeah, it's the defense, but
yes, thank you. Yes, I'm saying like guy. I just feel like they just want to rely solely on the fact that the defense is going to bail them out every single game. They're always going to show up in that capacity. And yes, it's going to be a whiteout. So naturally it's going to be the loudest atmosphere and Oregon's going to have to deal with that defense. And it's a great defense. I'm not taking anything away from what the offense has not performed on, but altogether you're looking at what's going to ruin this. And it's always on the other side. I don't know what it will take for Drew Aller to get this out, but this is the biggest hurdle he has to face as a player. I don't know why this whole career has just been nothing but where does it come from? Why does it happen? But it shows up and we see it. And it's just so concerning because you can't be a 5-star recruit. You can't be a guy who is projected to be like the 2nd or 1st pick overall as a quarterback in the NFL and expect that to translate. I mean, if you're doing this now, imagine what the NFL scouts are looking at now. I mean, this is right here, the biggest hurdle they have left. I mean, listen, we're always going to have to deal with James Franklin and his arrogance. And I mean, this is probably another thing about this. This whole preseason before the Big Ten may have just been like, oh, we don't care about this. We know we're going to win. We all know you're going to win. But they kind of played like we didn't care to really do anything or something spectacular. Like we're reserving everything, hopefully, for the Big Ten season. I mean, that's my only hope. That's like, why does this always look like that? And maybe it's because, again, they downplay these competitions, and they don't take these teams seriously. So when it goes to Oregon and Ohio State, I better see the best version of that team, particularly Drew Aller. It is it, guys. We know these receivers are talented. We know Luke Reynolds can do some fantastic things. We are witnessing these, kick return interceptions, and we're watching great things with the defense, but it's been Aller for a long time. And I just don't know what it's going to take. It just seems like it needs to be addressed, but how? How do you address it? I mean, now you're senior, you're already kind of out the door, and it's just like, dude, this is the last thing you got to prove. So if you're holding everything back for Oregon and Ohio State, I really hope that is the case because you get to be the best version of yourself in order for these guys to win.
They're holding back some for sure.
Brett, I'm just going to say 08, that's a great point. All those points, that's what I want So that's why I get pissed off.
Yeah.
Brett, go ahead.
Yeah. So I agree with that was good, Jared. I agree with what you guys are saying, some of it. And Cost 22 about the O-line. And this is something I was telling Mark after the game. If you guys notice, they're repeatedly beating a dead horse on outside zone because we were good at it last year. Listen, dude, like if it's not working, do inside zone, do a gap scheme, do a different freaking running play, dude, because you're driving me crazy. It's not that they're not getting push on the offensive line. They're running vertical, and you have to do it perfectly, and you have to go forward and vertical. So you have to go sideways, but you have to do it in a way where it's perfectly going to open up a gap, and they're not doing it. So because you guys know how outside zone is. You're not like really blocking guys like you are in a normal blocking play. You're kind of pushing them out to the side. But like if one guy gets through the gap and tackles your guy, if you're not what's the word? Cohesive as a group and one person misses an assignment, that's what Franklin was saying. People are missing assignments. It's a mental thing. So it's a mental thing, not just on Drew. I know Drew's mentally struggling. It's other players too. So if one player messes up, or if two players messes up, Drew's gonna mess up. A receiver, everyone's gonna mess up, man. So I was at the game today, right? I could see the all 22, the freaking whole field. I was up top. I could see it perfectly for most of the game. And yeah, Drew came out in the first drive. They gave him the throws that he's good at. He completed them. He looked good.
Yeah.
And then like the second or third drive, he was just missing a little bit, right? He was missing his receivers. And then once it got to like the third, I think it was the third quarter, receivers weren't. So there were some plays where I'm like, nobody's getting open, dude. What's going on? Like Villanova, I know is an FCS school, but they must have schemed up a certain defense that like, and we were playing a vanilla offense. We did that flip to Trevor Pena like 5 freaking times, and it worked. So who cares? But if you guys notice, Trevor Pena has like 4 or 5 rushes on the stat sheet. Those were all the same play. They were the exact same play they did 4 or 5 times, because if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? That's why they did it. Yeah, they're saving things for Oregon. They're but they're also just trying to get some of the basics down and get it to work. I really don't know why Katron Allen only had half the amount of carries as Nick Singleton. Katron Allen's not thinking too much. Like Nick has been – he had an okay game, but he's thinking too much. He's thinking way too much on where to go. Katron Allen he had 8 yards a carry, almost 8.5 yards a carry. So, listen, if Katron's killing it, give him the ball more, man. That will make us – you know what I'm saying? That'll make us continue our drives, and some of the play calling is questionable too, and I think it's supposed to be questionable because they're doing the same plays over and over. The outside throws to Hudson and Pena, and they're doing the same type of throws and the same plays. So they're definitely that's not Kolonicki's playbook, right? That's like 25% of it. I swear to you, 25% of the playbook. They're going to add in some stuff during the bye week, this next week coming up. They're going to add more stuff that we haven't seen. There's going to be more to it. But, yes, Drew needs to be better. It's just – remember the Sean Clifford experience? Everybody remembers that, right? It's kind of like that a little bit, but he's more talented, right? So that's why we're frustrated, because the Sean Clifford experience was called that because that's who Sean Clifford was. That's what you knew what you were going to get from him. You knew you were going to get inconsistencies, a couple of bad picks, and listen, that pick he threw was bad. I don't know what he was seeing there, but Franklin swears up and down that there was a misassignment on that specific play that caused something to go wrong. So if Franklin is saying that I don't know what assignment it was, but that's still, Drew can't throw that ball. We were in the red zone. You can't do that. That's his first pick of the year. I'm not super angry about it. He'll get over it, but he needs to wake up now. Drew Aller needs to wake the F up right now. He better not go to bed till like 4 a.m. He better study tape and do his thing, man, because go ahead and celebrate the win, but then tomorrow go back to the workshop, man, and get things better, because He can do it. You saw that pass he threw on a rope to Trevor Pena. That pass was beautiful, right? That's a perfect pass. That's what we want more often, and we know he can do it. So we just have to figure it out and wait and see. Luke Reynolds needs the ball more. He had 4 catches for 73 yards. Give him 4 more targets, right? Give him 4 more targets. The refs were absolutely atrocious. I was there today. There was a targeting on Luke Reynolds. They didn't call it. There was a catch on the sideline by Khalil Dinkins. They said it was incomplete. There was a horse collar tackle in the first quarter to Nick Singleton, and they said it was fine. So bad reffing today. Bad day at the office for them. I hope they, eat a bag of Cheetos after the game and figure it out. Where have we got? Chaz Coleman was flashing in person. I saw him. He didn't go crazy on the stat sheet, but he's pushing guys around that are twice his size. So he's going to be just fine. I think Amari Cable did have a good game. Tony Rojas. King Mack starting to flash, guys. I think King Mack might push for a starting job at safety over Antoine Belgrave Shorter. So we'll have to see, but he looks good. Liam Clifford got his first catch today, so congratulations. That's good. It's good to see, right? I mean, he's a good kid. He's done everything right. I'm glad he got a catch today. Andrew Rappier had a nice catch. Really happy for Schlaffer, man, because he's been in the system a couple of years now. He came in as a receiver who we converted to tight end, so good to see him get a touchdown. Of course, when I left the stadium, we scored 3 straight touchdowns, so I was like, come on, dude. I left pretty much after the third quarter. Pick 6 was beautiful, right? I'm talking true freshman, Jameer Joseph. Not only does he's covering a guy.
Jared, welcome back,
reading
man.
the quarterback. What did he say?
It's good to have Jared back.
Yeah, that's Jared's know how to have a good point. I do like that comparison.
Big arm inconsistent, now showing steady regression.
That's Josh Allen's brother. Did you guys know that?
Is it?
You said, yeah.
Is it? No, it's not. No, it's not. But yeah, Jameer Joseph, guys, on that play. Jared, did you see that? He was covering a guy. He was reading the QB, went up and got it, and then ran it back like he was a running back, dude. So that was awesome to see. What's his name? Darius Dixon looks good too, man. He looks good in coverage. He's a true freshman. So there's some excitement for sure. I don't know. The receivers were off and on today. Some of them were getting open and some of them weren't. So
he's getting comparisons, man. He's getting a lot of comparisons. Hack 2.0, Jay Cutler. Yeah. What's that one dude's name that used to quarterback Denver? He was trash, dude.
He was trash.
Peyton. The only one I can think of is Tebow. Are you kidding me? They're comparing Tim? No. Okay. Let's say what?
Dude, he was trash, man. He was like a first round pick, dude. He sucked. He plays for.
Yeah, I know you're talking about, but I'm blanking too. Oh.
Yeah, but anyway,
Trubisky?
No, before you go on, do me a big favor, Mark. Put up that graph again with the score, with the overall,
Yep.
Bring that back up. Zoom in on Drew Aller. Zoom in on him if you can do that. Oh no, they don't have it. Shoot.
What?
Wait, no, you can. Go to Penn State. Really circle that part right there in the middle. You see what I'm saying? AVG, you see that right there? That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's the big thing I'm looking at with Drew Aller, dude.
So
that cannot be a thing. He can't be averaging that many yards.
Yeah. He threw 2 deep passes, right? The first one was actually a pretty good ball. It was good coverage, and Devontae couldn't come down with it, right? So that was a good ball. The second one, he overthrew it. Devontae wasn't even really open. So I think sometimes he's prematurely just chucking them, right? And instead of seeing if it's good to go or not, something he's got to work on, man. Because when somebody's open and he's got his guy beat, he'll throw it the most beautiful we've ever seen. Like Amari Evans against Boise State. Remember that 60-yard bomb, right? Or against Michigan State the year before. So he can do it. It's just when it's sticky coverage, I feel like he overthinks if he's going to overthrow it or underthrow it. And I know Franklin's teaching him to underthrow it. So that's not helping him. If he's in his head,
Dude, that's so bad.
It's a bad philosophy.
Man.
It's a bad philosophy.
Yeah, Brett, you all of your points were great points. All of your points are great points. It's not just Drew Aller, man. Like,
it's everybody.
And again, I've said this before. I played quarterback a majority of my football career.
Yep.
I struggled with the mental aspect in the sense that getting nervous, being cool under pressure. You have to have that as a quarterback, and
Moxley.
It starts with the coaching. Okay, so they're probably doing everything they can to help him, but it's not working.
Yeah.
But Jared, you're right. Koss, what are you noticing between plays? Watching Drew between plays.
His frustration, probably. I think that's what he's talking about. He's getting too frustrated.
I mean, it's so clear, man. It's so obvious. Like,
it's like part of it. It's like, yeah, you want them to get a little frustrated because that means they know that they messed up on that throw. Like, they know they're owning it. You can see that they're owning it, but then you have to wipe it, man. You have to wipe that play and start right over. And one more thing I forgot to talk about. This is huge, by the way. Last year, if the play was broken up and like nobody was open, right? Like Drew ran really well last year. He ran the ball. He did that once today. And I think part of that's coaching where they're like, try not to run too much. You can't get hurt. Like, I think because he doesn't look the same. Like, he's not running around making plays happen like he used to. And I think part of that is strategic, right? Like, don't get hurt. Like, we need you this year. So, but whenever he does it, he got that first down today. It was like a 15-yard run. Like, that's how we're going to win games. We need Drew's legs. And, like, he's a big guy. Like, he probably played a little bit injured last year, right? He took some hits, but that's football, man. Like, against Oregon, if the play's broken up and there's nobody open, I want to see him run it. If he doesn't run it, then I think that's a coaching issue because he was doing it last year. So why would he not do it this year? So that's
they seem to be limiting him.
Yeah, they're limiting him.
There's a lack of trust there. And I'll say this. The last time we had a quarterback this good in terms of high school ratings, whatever you want to call it, was I think Hackenberg. Hackenberg was the number one quarterback in his class.
Yeah.
And same thing with him. He had everything, dude. He was an elite talent. I mean, he could have been the number one pick in the draft. He was that good. Same with Drew. But he didn't really have the coaching. They had the scandal. They had everything going on. Franklin comes in. Drew, man, I'm just – only Jesus can be a savior at this rate before Oregon. Yeah, I mean – we're going to see Drew running a lot more coming up. Yeah, Koss. What'd you say, Brett?
Oregon wasn't scary today, so I mean,
no,
they won.
No, they didn't look that great against Northwestern.
What's the Ohio State score right now?
They're beating the crap out of. Of course, it's 37-9 now. Julian Sand is 25 for 32, 347, 3 TDs, but 2 picks. So it's a mixed bag, really. A lot of yards, but you have Jeremiah Smith, so you should.
Yeah, it's one of those things, man, where I came into this season and maybe I just need to accept the fact that we're not going to be an 08 Penn State under Franklin. Not because he sucks as a coach, because that's just not what they do. So I'm kind of like, because Idaho 2019, 79-7. The only reason they scored is because Mac Hippenhammer dropped a punt return. I think I just need to accept the fact they're not going to be that team, I guess. But, I believe that there is this possibility that, they're holding back a little bit. But Aller clearly has this, mental thing, this mental hurdle he needs to get over.
Yeah.
And, again, Division I quarterback is very hard.
Yes.
But
hardest position to play in all sports.
We're fans. We don't care. Arch Manning doesn't look good either.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where it's just frustrating, man, because I want them to put up points. I want them to score. and we're just not seeing it. And you have fans that, like, I'm close with people that they hate Penn State. Like, they're not Penn State fans.
Yeah.
And they think it's hilarious. You know what I mean? They're like, they suck, basically. And me personally, I'm not going to say, even though I said it several times a day, I'm not going to say Penn State sucks on here. Like, I still believe in this team. Like, they can beat Oregon, I believe. I think they can even beat Ohio State.
Yeah. Because
it's a whole team effort. But Drew Aller, my God, man, I don't understand. You can get away with inferior quarterback play at times. But the quarterback and the offense, that makes the team, man. It really does. Like, your quarterback has to at least be able to manage a game. And for him, because we're not going to win big games based solely on Drew Aller's shoulders. I just don't think we will, unless he gets over this mental hurdle. It's just not – I don't know. It's just one of those things where, as a team, we can be very, very, very good. But Drew Aller can't – Drew Aller has to – he's a game manager at this point. He has to manage the game well enough to do that.
Yeah.
And he's too good to be a game manager. He's way better than that, but that's what we're seeing against these shitty teams, man. It sucks, but I'm not writing them off. Like, I think this team is still very good. This defense, bro.
It's legit.
Oregon is running into our defense, okay? I don't care what they've done. They're running into our defense now, okay? Like,
yep. Let's see what the Corey Moore can do against A.J. Harris. Let's see, because A.J. Harris, you don't even see A.J. Harris in the game because he's locking people down the entire – like, he doesn't even have stats. He doesn't have stats because nobody's throwing towards him, dude.
Yeah, like Jared Allen just said, the defense against Oregon will tell us all the answers for what we can expect this year because this offense isn't making an overnight click like 2016 Minnesota when they finally found the offensive mojo. Yeah, okay, so first of all,
it can. I don't know what you mean. Like, it's not going. It can. I don't know what you mean by that. Definitely
it's
can
not making an overnight click. Well, I think he's saying they haven't yet, but
no, they haven't yet. They can. Yeah.
Okay, so like, for example, okay, Oregon, they've played Full Sail University. They've played like the DoorDashers.
Mike Gundy, Dumpster Fire.
They've played 3 teams that suck. Okay, Ohio State put up 14 against Texas at home. What does that tell you?
Yeah.
Texas is not good. Okay,
No.
All right, Ohio State's not that great either. They were close against Ohio here recently. Okay, so Oregon, okay, unproven across the board. Ohio State's unproven across the board. Penn State, still unproven. I mean, but Penn State's a little different, man. Like, they can do this against these teams and then still, I think, come out and play. Oregon is running into our defense, okay? That's pretty much the number one thing. And what can Drew Aller and this offense do against a good team? Because if I've 3-4 people have said it now on this podcast, they're probably holding back. So what can the offense do against Oregon? Our defense, bro, Oregon, I don't think they know what they got coming, honestly, with our defense. Like, Jim Knowles is
he's dialed in.
He's on another level, man. Like,
he's dialed
in. So yeah, but Jared, what do you think? I mean, I don't know.
Listen, we're getting ready for these next couple of games. Of course, I mean, with the whiteout, everybody's going to be pumped. Everyone's going to be cheering their heads off. It's going to be the greatest atmosphere. It's what we always look forward to every year. It's our staple. It's the thing that makes college football great. So if the 12th man, which is our fans, cannot get these guys into this game, I don't know what else will. Because again, we are aware this is the big one to this year because it's at Ohio State, it's at Iowa. These are games that I'm very much concerned about to see how they look against them too. But this is our big home game. We have Indiana at the end of the season. I know that, but this is the biggest test. We're about to face not one, but 2 top 5 teams. And that's pretty much it. You win these games, there's no denying that we are the best team. I mean, this is it. I mean, people have been saying it for the last couple of weeks ever since the season started. Big Ten is better than SEC. Like, there's a lot of evidence to say that the Big Ten is the better conference over the SEC this year. And so you take on pretty much the program's best with Oregon and Ohio State. I don't know what more we can prove in the sense, like, we got the talent, we have the big atmosphere, we know what we have to accomplish. And as of right now, we know that Drew Aller has to be, like, it's the biggest block that we have right now coming into these things. So in the end, I know that they have the schemes, and we're not that impressed, are we, with the offensive play calling right now?
No.
I mean, I'm saying, like, it's pretty, like, pedestrian. I mean, I'm not saying that we're going to do that against Oregon or Ohio State. I'm not saying we're not holding things back, because we are. We definitely have.
We're going to use the plays that work against Oregon,
so Jared,
and we're going to take out the rest. Yep.
Jared, you think we're holding back right now, right?
I mean, for the most part, I'd like to think that these guys have everything we have coming into the Big Ten. Like, yeah, they have to be not showing a whole lot in terms of their offense. I mean, again, you're watching how they play against these kind of teams, and it just seems like they're playing down. They're not really taking these guys seriously. So I'd like to think that we're just kind of like reserving everything and letting our defense do what they always love doing, because we love to just completely destroy everything. We just love it.
Yeah.
You see how the defense reacts. It's just a different machine over there. Like, if the offense is just, on the assembly line, just kind of doing it like this, just moving the thing here from there. Like, the defense is doing it like this. They are going like crazy. They are pumping themselves up every time they do something. Like, it's such a different side of the ball, and we know that that's what we're known for. So, I mean, I very much appreciate that we watch these players and they go out and do what they do. So, yeah, I feel like once we get to Oregon, you said it, they have no idea what they're coming for defensively. Now, I am curious to see what offense Oregon has. I would like to know, like, can they make some plays happen? Like, I know, say the coach's name
for
Oregon.
Oh, Dan Lanning. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so he prepares them for what we have. And I mean, we had that really rough game at the end of the season last year against Oregon. And I mean, they've seen what they at us at our best. And then we got better, I mean, as the year went on, because we got more weapons. So I mean, we're ready to do something against the big teams. We are, but at the same time, it's just, can this translate? Like, it just seems like that's always the question with this team. Like, can James Franklin get out of his own way? Can the play calling actually, like, hang with the other good teams? Can Drew Aller actually be the best version of himself? That's always been the case. The two things that I've always remembered watching with Penn State in terms of, can they be a threat? The 2016 season with Trace McSorley and Saquon Barkley, that tangible with them running the ball the way they did. If Saquon wasn't doing something spectacular, Trace was doing something great with his legs too. They had a really great back and forth usage like that. So there was something about how a specific person goes in and does what he does. Last season, it was this guy. Remember this guy? The guy who's about to make great things happen for the Indianapolis Colts and take them to a division championship. I call that, by the way. I think the Indianapolis Colts are going to win their division in the NFL, because Tyler Warren is absolutely the best thing that has happened to the football world in a while, because look at what he did for us. That man created so much atmosphere by himself. He was everywhere and doing everything for them.
Colston Loveland is better, according to Michigan fans. So,
yeah,
that's why
everyone's posting.
But
everyone's posting. Can't believe the Bears passed on.
Yeah, that's why the Mackey's in Ann Arbor right now.
Example of what they were doing. Like, so, are we seeing any of that right now? No, I'm wondering where it's coming from.
Answer Jared's. Jared makes a good point here. Jared
hypothetically, what that would be pretty cocky as a coaching staff to think this team.
See, my thing on this though is, I think they're running plays that they need to work on in the game because they want to use them, right? There's some stuff that they're playing in the game that they know they're pretty good at, but then there's other stuff that they're throwing in there that they need work on. That's why it's probably not working. And then there's stuff maybe they're not running that they know they can execute, I don't know. There's got to be some stuff. Andy Kolnicki's playbook last year was way more extensive than what we've seen in 3 games. What we've seen in 3 games are the same 15 plays, man.
I'm 60-40. I'm 60% that they're just not doing well, and 40 they're holding back. But
I agree. Yeah, I agree with
Brett is saying. But what Brett is saying makes sense.
Okay,
yeah,
so let me explain. Okay, so with you guys, again, you know your stuff. You know how to, do the whole play calling jargon. You know how to set up the stuff on the field and everything. I'm the guy over here who's kind of more the entertainment value. I just like to throw out these tangibles. I like to try to stir the pot a little like that. I'm not saying I can't answer myself, but I'm here to provide what are these things that are holding Penn State back? Because we see it that something is holding them back. And I'm just saying, and listen, you're saying that, that would be a pretty cocky thing for a coaching staff. I mean, hello, have you met James Franklin?
No, I'm just saying,
that is the epitome of cockiness.
He's
he's the epitome of kind of swag.
And I agree with that too, Jared. But I agree with both sides. Is what I'm saying is Franklin knows that he said it in his last 3 pressers. We got to be better. We got to do more we got to work this week. It's not an off week. It's a work week. So he knows, and he's not admitting it as much as we want to hear, but he's admitting it enough that he knows that we know that we're upset. He's admitting it just enough to know that, okay, I know the fans are upset a little bit. We're going to take some accountability. We're not going to go full throttle because we got the dub today. You know how he is. A win is a win. And he is right. We just need to win the game, but we do need to get better. So, they're just missed assignments, man. You need 11 guys. Somebody makes a bad block.
Jared said, if my offense was playing this bad, I'd take consistently and confidence over holding back the playbook.
Yeah, that's what I was answering to that one.
Yeah.
I'm
just coming up with
I'm
that
with Jared,
theory.
man.
I hope that I'm wrong about that. I hope that I'm wrong that it's they're being that way, but it's just what more can there be? Again, we know that the 2 things that we constantly bring up when it comes to what hold Penn State's back is Franklin, Allen. Always, there's nothing. Not even the offensive line, not even the special teams coach. There's nothing that we bring up that it's just it all comes back to those 2 people in the sense where does it come from? Because they're the 2 leaders on the team. I'm just saying, if this is where it's coming from, these are the biggest setbacks because as Penn State fans, we are aching and aching and aching to finally get to that final part of that stage. It's come on, we're tiptoeing on to that center stage and actually taking our place to say that we're good as Ohio State, we're as good as Oregon or Alabama or Georgia or whoever. It's just I'm just wondering why. And it's just you can't have a 5-star guy doing this. You can't have a coach that has the status that he's had between Vanderbilt and here, where it's why is this always the case where it's when it comes to the moment, it never happens. And it's just these 2.
There was one new play today that I noticed that you guys probably noticed as well that we didn't see the first 2 weeks. Drew Aller took the snap. He fake pitched it to Singleton and then flipped it right over to Devontae Ross. That was great. That was a very good play because it told them, you really think Nick's getting the ball. Even I did. And then Devontae Ross takes it and swings it over. So that was a new play. So they're going to add more wrinkles. They need to do what works for Drew.
Like I said, I'm 60-40, man. I think we're not doing well, but I don't know, man. I'm confused. I really Franklin is ruthless when it comes to covering spreads. He was
so close.
68%. Going into last year, he was 68% against the spread.
Yeah.
And then last year they had kind of a rough, I don't know how many spreads they covered. But this year, 3 teams haven't covered 1 spread. So I don't know if cost means he's ruthless going against the spread or getting the spread. I'm not sure what he means, but I put more on Aller right now because he's clearly changing plays at the line when he thinks he sees something, showing more responsibility. He's missing easy throws. The coach is telling him to calm down. Dude, what is it about him? That pass, Brett, was that away from you or towards you?
Which pass?
That first pass, that one long pass in the beginning.
The one that was not overthrown?
The bomb to Devontae.
That was away from me, but it was on target. It was good coverage, so I saw the replay. It was good coverage, and Devontae couldn't come down. I think it hit his hands, right? I'd have to see it again.
Yeah, I thought he underthrew him, but
that pass alone wasn't that bad. It was the second deep one that was overthrown, which it's going to happen. But my thing is, why don't we ever take a deep shot down the sideline? Any other team I've watched in the SEC, Ohio State, like beat your guy on the outside, throw it down the sideline. We don't ever do that. We don't. We need to utilize the whole field.
Like that long ball today to Devontae, and I don't know. Like as a fan, it looked like a flag, but
yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We're not seeing long balls. We're not seeing big breakaway plays. Like Jared brought up 08. Okay. Like for example, man, every home opener we had for years, like Tony Hunt had a long run, or Anthony Morelli had a long pass, or Darryl Clark had just an off the charts game. I mean, Drew Aller through 3 games has not had like an impressive performance against these bad teams. And I'm like, dude, what the hell is going on? It's like we have so much talent. So it's like either we're holding back or we really suck. I don't know.
He was very accurate week 1. Like we got it. I mean, look at the numbers. He was basically 90% if you put away the drops. He was 90%. So like he can get back to it, and he has to get back to it right now, man, because a one bad throw turns into 3 bad throws because he gets in his head. He needs to suck it up, man.
I guess so. Brett, read that question. Answer that question.
Short answer: if he is struggling with the middle to short passes,
you're good.
The Cubs certainly aren't going to have feeling when his accuracy farther down the field. Yeah, I mean, I agree with some of that. I mean, they want to take shots. They're trying to stretch the field. I think right now, the running game as a whole has not been great.
Yeah, like, Jared, that's a great point. Like
the running game is supposed to help the passing game, but the running game's not doing good enough to help the passing game. The more we run, the more they bring people down, and then we can get guys open more. But the more we're struggling to run, it's not opening up the play action. It's not making that safety drop. So there's a lot of things that go into it.
And Brett, this is just me speaking in a sort of a pessimistic way, like, and you don't have to agree with it, but dude, what is happening right now? Like, if I really ask myself what is going on, like, I think they're just playing badly, and I don't know why. Why are they playing badly right now?
Oh, badly.
Okay, Brett, let's take the hypothetical right now, okay? Okay, so step outside of what we think. Let's say they're just playing horribly right now. Why are they playing that way? Like, it doesn't make sense, man.
I told you it's missed assignments, man. That's what it looks like when people miss assignments. Yeah, I mean,
so like, why?
Sometimes you can make up for miss assignment, but nobody's ever gonna be perfect on every play when it comes to left tackle. The one thing I can say, left tackle, right tackle, our pass pro has been real. I mean, we haven't played anybody yet, but our pass protection has looked really good so far. But like I said, the outside zone, dude, like cut the outside zone off right now. Like run it a couple times, but you're running it dead into the freaking ground, and it's not getting anywhere, dude. Singleton gets 2 yards on outside zone. Like, why are we doing that, dude?
Yeah, you guys listening, comment what I just asked. Like, Jared,
I'm telling you, I was there, man. People
Jared, we
probably
just said, like,
yeah.
Go ahead, Brett.
I said people probably got sick of me because, like, when I'm around people, I'm more composed, right? But I'm like, stop with this freaking outside. Like, I kept screaming because it was every other play. We did the same run play, either to the left or the right, Like, you have to switch it up, dude. Like, they know you're running it. You're not executing it. Do a different play. It's driving me nuts. So that's why our drives are stalling, because first down and second down's not working, and then we're in third down. And if you miss one pass, it's over. You're punting the ball. So
and like I said, man, I'm 60-40. So I'm 60 that, Jared, hypothetically speaking, okay, like just like, let's say we suck, right? We just suck.
Yep.
Why do we suck? Why? I mean, God.
Dude, I know. I mean, listen,
it makes no sense, dude.
Listen, I can't say that I've played the sport. I mean, I've tried out for teams. I've tried out for stuff, but it's just like, I've never really played the game myself. But when you watch it, like, you just know, like, certain players just have the it factor. And they're just things that Drew Aller does not show. He does not show that he will just, like, turn back, sling that sucker, and it'll go 40 yards down. And that guy will make, like, a catch that just has to be over his head or whatever. But, yeah, he does not give me that vibe. Like I said, the reason why I brought up Trace McSorley, like, he didn't look anything like a guy who had any business being on a football field as a quarterback, because he was not that size. Like, he doesn't look like a quintessential quarterback. But when you watch how he conducted himself, he really fed off of Barkley, and he really just ran with it, literally. Like, he just when he would plays break up, you watch how he improv, and he would know how to get around guys, like, pretty well. Like, he was one of the best, like, how do you use what is that word? Like, he just scuffled really well. Like, he just knew how to get around everybody and just make something happen with his legs. I'm just not saying that Drew Aller just kind of seems like a guy that sits back there and just, you say Hackenberg, and it's like, I remember those days where I'm, like, screaming at my TV because he's holding the ball for 15 seconds, Hackenberg, and it's like, throw the ball away. Why do you constantly get sacked? I'm not saying Drew gets sacked, but I mean, he does not possess that type of, like, instinct to go, like, like, just do something, make something happen. Like, if it has to be just like a moment or a tangible, do something. I don't know. There's just something about Aller's game that, I very much like what he does when it's right, but when it comes to, like, making something happen in the moment, I don't see it. It sucks to say it for a 5-star kid, but I just don't see it.
Only Aller knows what's going on in his head, and that frustration has to be spreading to everyone else. Because if Aller's not confident, your captain and star QB, then you expect that to spread. It starts and ends with the QB. Will Howard, say what you will. That guy was the most important player on the offense. Yeah, he was a game manager, man. And you know what? If I'm the Steelers, invest in Will Howard for next year.
Dude, they're calling. Like, you see what the Steelers fans are doing right now? They're, like, lobbying and protesting that Will Howard be the backup over Mason Rudolph. Like, that right there is telling you a lot about these fans. Like, they really want to see Will Howard play.
You think James Franklin's arrogant? Mason Rudolph is off the charts arrogant, bro. Like, I know people that have been around him in bars in, like, Pittsburgh and stuff. Dude, he's I don't like him at all. I might like him less than who was it? Jared Landry, the backup that we had.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. The quarterback from Oklahoma.
Dude, he was so bad. Oh my God.
Yeah, he was.
He was horrible. But anyway,
everything else is ready, man. Everything else is ready.
It just doesn't make sense.
Our wide receivers are great. I love how they catch the ball. I mean, Luke Reynolds really knows how to make things happen when they make him a part of the offense. Again, Singleton, Allen, you know what we're going to get from them. Like, everything is ready. It's just the guy who's operating the weapons is just like, all the arsenals are there. He just doesn't apparently know how to push the buttons. Like, that's the thing. Drew Aller is the guy that can push the buttons.
Like, Brett,
like I was saying,
I can't accept the fact right now that we just suck. I can't accept that fact right now. It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense.
Like I said, you don't execute on a play or two, and it's fourth down, man. Like, that's how it works. And then when it comes to, like, the moxie that you're talking about, Jared on here, like I said, Drew had that in some games last year when he would run with the ball, and he hasn't done that this year except for a few times because I think they're telling him not to. That's what I'm saying. Why would you take that out of your toolbox if it worked for you, right? He didn't get any dumber. He's a senior quarterback. He's football smart. He knows what he's doing. It's just when his mental game is off, he hesitates to throw. That's when things go wrong. So there's just so much that goes into it, guys. There's not one thing that's wrong. It's a little bit of everything.
Exactly. Yeah, there is. That's why I can't accept it. You know what I mean?
It's all fixable stuff, though. And it was game 3. It's all fixable stuff.
Man, I don't know.
The mental part's going to be the hardest one to get over, but
I've never been this confused as a Penn State fan ever because we know how good we are. You know, like, and we're not playing well. Like, dude, what? Like, I'm so confused. Seriously, I don't know what to say. I'm so confused. Aller has one game where he clearly carried a team to win. Yeah. And Jared Allen, we'll just say Josh Allen's brother. This is Josh Allen's brother, and that's Dolly right there. What's up, Dolly?
She can't help herself.
Dolly.
I beg your pardon, Dolly?
Wait.
Dolly.
Get in, Nation. She barks just as loud at the TV as mom and dad do when I'm over here.
Jared, you've been around Casper, my dog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like her. He's calm, real calm. Mm-hmm. Aller has had one game where he clearly,
It's tied up. Notre Dame and Texas A&M. Third quarter's about to end. 31-31, guys. Yeah. It's a game.
But I don't know, man. Like, honestly, this is like therapy for me right now because I'm so confused, dude. Honestly, I don't know. So, all right. Let's end with this, okay?
Yep.
Get Dolly a camera. We'll get her in a box. I think we see Drew run a ton moving forward. Okay.
Yeah, he's going to. He has to. We're not going to win without him running. He can run the ball. He's hard to bring down. He's big. He's a big guy, man. He gets 5 or 6 yards on a run. That's going to help us, man.
Okay, go back to Josh Allen's brother's comment. He said, "It starts in it." I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. Honestly, think our offense would be better playing under McGloin, a less QB, every which way, but the guy clearly knew how to rally the team. Yeah, dude. Like, again, Aller's so talented, but he just seems to like. It's like, is it anxiety or something? You know what I mean? Like, is there something?
No, he's frustrated with himself. He's getting in his head. He's mad. He's getting mad at himself. That's what he's doing. And this is another thing, guys. Our team has not been tested yet. We have not seen Drew under pressure. Like you said about USC, he was under pressure then, and he played well. The hurry-up offense, we play better in a hurry-up offense. Whenever we slow the game down way too much and we're taking 20 seconds to hike the ball, we look like crap usually. Yeah. So there's a lot of things that go into it. Once we see Drew under pressure, if it happens with Oregon when they come to town, then I'll be more ready to talk about what's going on.
Oregon is very interesting, man. And
that's what I'm saying.
One thing that's good for us, honestly, is I think we can beat Oregon. Ohio State, I think we can beat Ohio State, but we don't have to, you know?
Guys, we've said it many, many times before. The only thing that really beats Penn State is
Penn State. Yeah.
Well, Jared, you know what I'm saying, man. Like the 08 year, that's what I want. I mean, they beat the piss out of teams, man. Oh my goodness. And I always take it back to like, AJ Wallace, who I had on here, and like Chaz Powell, for example. Like he was a freshman at the time, and he had like this 60 or 70 yard sweep touchdown, like
yeah.
And we just don't see that. And but I don't know. I'm just confused. I don't know. But Brett, you basically think that they just need to execute better. That's it.
For some plays, yeah. Some plays you can just tell. And I don't agree with that at all, this one here. And it's too early to tell, Jared, because they're playing real teams right now. Like I said, if Drew is tested against Oregon, a real team, he has more of a chance to bowl out.
Yeah,
he has no chance to bowl out.
I think we see a Drew Aller, a Nevada Drew Aller against an Oregon team.
That's what I'm saying.
Like he executed quite well. They just didn't convert.
It's hard to get up for Villanova, like the fun and want to do that, right? To run people into the ground. Once you're playing somebody on your level, there's more of a want to do it, right? Every time we play Ohio State, we might lose, but we show up in a way to where it's a close game and we battle, right? Things go wrong, sure, but the defense plays great. There's more hunger. There's more fierce veracity. What's the word I want? There's more fierce. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Right. Yeah. But why are they doing that though, man? Like that's stupid if they're doing that.
Doing what?
Just not showing up against these inferior teams. Like they don't need to. They're not.
It's not that they don't want to. Like I said, they're just trying things. They're scrimmage games, dude. We had 3 scrimmage games. So they played it like it was a scrimmage. Look at the plays we used. We used the same plays all game.
Yeah. Landon Tengwall said there seems to be a lack of intensity.
Yeah, because we're not playing anybody. And I understand they need to have the intensity all the time, but that's what it is, man. Like, they're going to show intensity against Oregon. The whole crowd's going to be insane. It's going to be the loudest game you've ever been to. It's going to be a completely different vibe. It was pretty loud today for a Villanova game, but not for a whiteout game. It's not. So it's a different beast, man.
Oregon never been here at night. Yeah, Oregon's never been here at night.
Nope,
I don't know what the weather's going to be.
So I want to wrap my point up. I want to wrap my point up one thing. Mark, bring it up one more time. Same thing you did with Drew Aller's average.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So zoom in on that again. There's one other thing I really would like to see for this. Now, again, it's not the greatest stat or anything, but that thing at the very, very end of the names, QBR, 20.1. I saw that out of the corner of my eye. I almost fell out of my chair. You know, the average QBR is supposed to be around 70, 80.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you did that against Villanova.
Yeah,
dude, I mean, those two things, the average and the QBR thing, is what I kind of see with the tests of a quarterback. I do that for the NFL because they use those a lot with the stats. And when I see that for a college kid, dude, that right there, if his number is not around 70, 80, which is the average, I mean, geez Louise, you can't have a 20.1 average against a team like Oregon.
Nevada was 39.
Nevada was bull crap, though, because his completion percentage was 90%. So I don't agree with the QBR sometimes, to be honest with you.
I think it stems from the average throw. Like, I think because he throws look at that. Then another guy, 6.1. Look at that average. You cannot be just kind of being hesitant. I'm not saying you have to throw 10, 12 yards every single time, but that average, I mean, kind of dunking it and dinking it kind of like thing. I mean,
I agree with you, man. Like I'm trust me, I am, like I said, I've said it 5 times already. I'm 60-40, man. Like, but I cannot, like Brett said, because I agree with Brett. Like, you can't just be like, we suck. No, I think I thought this after Nevada. I thought we're going to come out we can compete with anybody, honestly.
Yeah.
But it seems like once we have to do it, we'll do it. You know, I'm not saying we're going to win, but God.
And the only reason anyone scored a point on us at all this year was because we had backups in. Literally. With our starters, there's
We've given up 17 points this year.
And it was all our backups did that.
So. Which I don't know what the Ohio State score is, but
it's over.
Have they given up more than us?
Well, around. I mean, they gave up 9 to Ohio.
I think 10 last weekend, whoever they played. They won 70-10. I remember that score.
So they've given up 7, 0, 9. So they've given up
0.
16 points. So about the same. Yeah.
Yeah, and listen, at the end of the day, Ohio State played a bad Texas team. They're not good.
Yeah, they're not a good team.
What did I see? I saw somewhere they said that after his 10th straight incompletion to UTEP, like the entire Texas stadium let him hear it. I mean,
they beat UTEP 27-10 or some horrific score.
Here's things about college football across the board. Penn State has looked, but here's the thing. They have not dropped from number 2. All right. So besides that moron girl that we had on here talking, did you see that, Jared? That girl, that AP poller?
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh my God, that was bad. But anyway, besides her, they're not dropping us below 2. So these people that vote, they're not dropping us below 2. And it's always kind of been, and I would want this, I kind of want this across the board as a fair point. If you haven't done anything to lose your spot, you should not move. Okay, so number 2, Penn State, they haven't moved.
Nope.
Okay, the only way they can go is down because we know they love Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the minute I saw they had Texas pre-ranked number 1 and we were number 2 and Ohio State was number 3, I knew that was going to happen. I knew Ohio State was going to win and they were going to jump us. And until we play them, it's going to be 1 versus 2. I mean,
yeah, and that's another thing we're overlooking. Jared Allen, Josh Allen's brother. We're looking through. We're kind of overlooking their Oregon's defense. I am personally not worried about Oregon. The only thing that I am worried about is just what's our offense? How is our offense going to do? Now, if our offense comes out and they do really well and we lose, I mean, I'm going to be like, okay, we can build off that. That doesn't mean we can't beat Ohio State. Everybody, man, is freaking out. Like, we're going to lose to Ohio State. We're going to lose to Oregon. And it's like, dude, you guys honestly don't know what you're talking about, because to write this team off, you're just strictly looking at, it's like the most basic form of fanship watching football. Man, we suck. Like, we put up 34 points against FIU. We put up, we're up 13-0 at halftime. It's like, so what? I mean, that doesn't mean we're bad. We have so much talent, I mean, I'm not saying this about Josh Allen's brother. I'm just saying, well, Josh Allen's brother makes a good point. He said they haven't seen our offense, their defense. We don't know, dude. They haven't played anybody, So.
No.
So I don't know if I've ever shared this, but I always feel like there are 4 corners to success when it comes to football. And it is quarterback, running back, kicker, defense. If your quarterback, now we did show that what Drew Aller averages. If he gets 6-7 yards, and then you have your running back, if you can average 3 or 4 yards a run, what is that? That's a first down. That continues the drive. And if you get to a certain point, your kicker, if you cannot score a touchdown, you get a field goal. 3 is better than 0. And defense, all you got to do is just mirror what we're doing. If we can't score, you can't let them score. If we score 3, but you can give up no more than 3. That's kind of the thing. If you, it's it. I mean, I've always said
think we should not punt the rest of the year. Stop punting.
Yeah, we didn't punt once against Nevada. And Jared, about Oregon's defense, both of their defensive tackles went to the NFL. So their defensive tackles are not.
And we have one of them. Jared, continue your point. So I just wanted to make that point. But go ahead, Jared. Keep going.
No, I mean, I'm just saying that's really what the 4 pillars of success are when it comes to the football. I mean, it's just like, if those 4 things can be matched and be checked, like, that's what you're looking at for this game. I know Oregon is a tough test. I know that we don't know what we're going to look like. They don't know what we're going to look like. But honestly, if Drew Aller can just give us those types of plays, again, if he wants to do it, then that's kind of fine. Because again, those defenses are tough enough to make it difficult for you, where you're only going to throw 6 or 7 yard dinks and dunks to your tight end or whoever is open up. Like, that's what makes close games fun. And that's what this is going to be. This is going to be a close game, and we're going to have to try to get on the other side of this. And the reason why I'm confident that we can win this game, and I do pick us to win this game, is because you got a guy like Barker. I've always been saying this for quite some time. People always say, why in the world do you, of all things, like when you do fantasy football draft, why do you go for kickers almost immediately? Because those guys really are important.
Yeah,
they really get you points. They are guaranteed to get you 3 to 5 points in your fantasy every single time. And that's what really can draw the game. Like, dude, you're a Steelers fan. Chris Boswell he won 2 games for us single-handedly last year against the Falcons and the Ravens. I'm just saying it's huge.
Now that Justin Tucker's out, he's probably the best kicker in the NFL. But and the same thing, fantasy, same thing goes with quarterback. Like I usually take a quarterback on my second pick because it's like, listen, you can build your team with running backs and receivers, but if you Lamar Jackson is my quarterback, right? I took Lamar Jackson with my second pick after I took who did I take with my first pick? I think it was Puka Nacua.
Yeah.
Because you're instead of relying on 4 or 5 different people, you're relying on one person, right? With Lamar Jackson. And last week I won. I have Zay Flowers in my flex. So they got me like 60, 70 points last week. And then my bench has like minimum 15 across the board, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, you make a good point, Jared. Like you have to have like a balance, you know, you have to have a balance.
And the thing about Penn State, bud, the reason why they're so successful all these years, dude, what did I mention? Quarterback, running back, kicker, defense. 2 of the 4 we always have. Always have running backs, always have defense. So again, quarterback, kicker. Now we have a kicker. Now, so my graphic would tell you we have a 75% chance of winning this game. I mean, it's just, again, you're looking at all the other things. Tight ends and wide receivers, to me, they're just sprinkles on top of the sundae. They're just the extra flavor on top of whatever you want to say is your favorite dish. Like, we've got those things too. But if you don't have the guide to get them, you know, that stuff like a consistent or like you're confident with it, it's just, then again, you're relying on the things that you know you have, running back and defense. And again, a kicker, dude, if we have to rely on the fact that we won the game 30-27, or if it's a low scoring, which I hope it's not. I mean, if it's 2017 and we just happen to have Barker do what he does, like it all comes down to that. It makes a big difference.
Exactly. Barker is a very solid player for us right now because he literally could be the difference between winning in Columbus and not winning. Kevin Kelly, you know, he kind of
Kelly.
08,
the Orange Bowl 2005 will go down as one of the greatest things I ever saw.
08 at Ohio State, he missed some kicks, but we ended up Pat Devlin ran it in. But anyway, let's answer these. Brett, do you have anything to say? I just want to answer these questions here.
Cost 22. Yeah, if they're able to beat Oregon, that's more than just a win. Can change a team, just like Minnesota did in 2016. That's huge.
I do think we're going to come out of that Oregon game, honestly, because I do believe we're going to win. And that's most of my confidence is on the defense.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Deny, Zane. I mean, are you kidding me, dude? Dante Moore is going to be
Chaz Coleman.
They have to throw the ball quick. They have to. But looking back on last year, Aller relied on Warren, and Reynolds clearly is becoming a favorite target.
Yeah.
So I'd say there is someone I need to become tight with Aller to open the passing game enough, i.e. Reynolds. Yeah. Oregon has to be careful next week in a big rival game with Oregon State that they don't get hurt. Most importantly, no suspensions like targeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great point too. I mean, that's a bitter rival. You know, we're Penn State fans, so we don't know and or feel the rivalries of other teams. Oregon State, that's a very bitter rivalry. We had the backyard brawl today. WVU and Pitt, as much as I hate Pitt, they hate each other way more.
Oh yeah.
I would say back in the day, that was our rival. That was, I mean, it was always Penn State and Pitt.
Yeah, and it used to be like 1 and 2 and stuff, but
they were
guys,
awesome games.
we should hop off here soon because I want to see the end of this
Notre Dame game.
Game.
Excuse me, Notre Dame game. Yeah, we got to
Notre
watch
Dame. Yes,
we got to watch them. Peasants.
All these years, I never thought to use that. That's really funny, Brett.
Notre Dame, yeah. Notre Dame Master Ass was my motto after they lost against Miami. Notre Dame Master Ass. It's fantastic.
The Ohio State suck eyes, and you can replace that first letter with an F.
With the F, with the bomb.
Did I ever tell you my Ohio State joke?
Hey, by the way, you hold on. You know that that scene in The Sopranos, Brett? You've seen The Sopranos?
I really haven't, to be honest with you. I need to.
Jared, what's that guy's name? He gets caught in that bar, that gay bar, and then he comes. What's his name?
I've watched the series one time. I mean, I've watched it completely through one time.
Never mind. But he comes back. He's wearing a Notre Dame hat. I think that's funny. Mm-hmm. But anyway, what were you gonna say, Brett?
Oh, I didn't say it. No, I didn't say it.
The horseshoe looks like a toilet and fills up with crap on Saturday. Yeah, I've been in the horseshoe, man. When I was there, I went to football camp there. And there's a picture of Jim Tressel holding my sister. She was like, I don't know, 2 at the time. Mm-hmm. But my brother picked up Vito. That's right, Cos. Thank you. He's wearing. For those of you that know, he was wearing a Notre Dame hat when he came back to meet Tony. So, yeah, I mean, of all the teams, he's wearing Notre Dame. So, thank you, Cos. Yeah, so we were in the horseshoe, man. It just doesn't make sense, man. I don't know if you ever seen it from the outside, but it looks so old. It's like if we went to like a Coliseum right now from the gladiator days, and you're like, oh, wow, yeah, I can see this is really old and broken down. That's what the horseshoe looks like. I don't get it. It doesn't look good from the outside. But anyway. Anything else, guys?
I think we have covered as much as we can about the preseason. I mean, it's in the books, guys, and now it's on to Big Ten, and we have the biggest matchup of the series, the whole season right now. I'm hoping that we just do what we can to make it the best possible game for everybody. Like, just, again, use the pillars, quarterback, running back, kicker, defense. If you have those 4 things going, use it, and we got it. We do.
Yeah.
I mean, just get out of your head. Don't let anything else bother it. Just, again, and all else fails, just run with that ball and just make something happen.
I just wanted to say real quick that DJ Lagway just looks for whichever receiver is the most covered and chucks it in the general area. So he must be having a hard day at the office against LSU.
Well, I mean, for being on the road against number 3, I mean, I think they're doing okay, but.
Well, yeah, but is LSU really number 3? Like, they had a good week 1, but, like, we'll see how good LSU really is.
If you want to see, like...
I don't know. We'll see.
If you want to see funny memes for college football and NFL, follow me on Instagram because I post every single one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Some of them are so funny, man. Like, some of these guys should be millionaires because they come up with all these funny memes. Like, they should be uber wealthy because of the stuff that they come up with. It's hilarious. I mean,
but Mark, wait, no, what I read was actually correct because DJ Lagway is 33 for 49, 287, 1 touchdown, 5 interceptions.
Oh my God!
What I read was actually a factual statement. They're only down by 10 points and they have 5 picks. How is that even possible?
Wow!
How are you only down 10 right now? 5 picks.
Wow!
Crazy.
5 interceptions? Are you serious?
DJ Lagway is supposed to be like the next big thing, but LSU's cutting him up, dude. I don't know what's going on.
He'll be around for a couple. I don't know.
Yeah, a couple more years. But
bottom line is we win, but get to the playoff, and then it's a whole new season. Yeah, like
it's true.
Okay, man. Again, either way, I think we're making the playoff, but. Let's say we lose to Oregon and Ohio State. I think we still get in. But like every year. Let's beat one or both.
Yeah, we need to beat Oregon. We have to. They're up first. We have to beat them into the ground.
Yeah, and I think we will. But we'll have pregame Tuesday. Hopefully, Jared can come on. But yeah, we'll see, guys. We'll see. Jared will have his pregame for the Steelers on tomorrow, and then postgame as well. Both live, right, Jared?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so, check that out. Jared's doing a great job with the Pirates and the Steelers. He talks about the Pirates, and he's not in an insane asylum, so good for him. I don't know how he does it, but
listen,
yeah.
It is Jekyll and Hyde when you watch my podcast. Like when I do the Pirates, I talk like this. When I'm talking to the Steelers, I talk like this.
Well, hey, if Mark Cuban takes over the team, man. Dude, if Mark Cuban takes over the team,
but the aliens could come down and take that team, and I still would not get excited.
What?
Texas A&M tied it up, baby. Let's go.
Nice.
All right. Bring the rum if you're going to talk about the Pirates. That's right, Jared.
Why is the rum going?
Is Jared Allen?
You're not a drinker, are you, Jared?
No, I'm not.
Is Josh Allen's brother a Pirates fan? He must be a Pirates fan. Wonder where Josh Allen's brother's from. Josh Allen.
From Buffalo.
Josh Allen's brother. If you grew up in
Buffalo,
Wyoming,
so he's
that's
either Mets
crazy.
or Yankees.
Where did Jared Allen grow up anyway? Or I'm sorry, Josh Allen. Where did he grow up? He went to Wyoming. Is he from the West Coast?
Josh
Let's
Allen.
see. I'm looking it up now.
Because he went to Wyoming.
California.
Oh,
He's a
he's from
California
Cali.
boy.
All right,
Fireball.
so if Jared Allen, Josh Allen's brother, is from California and he's still a Pirates fan, that's some dedication right there. I got to say.
Yeah.
But if you're over the age of 50, you can't really talk about the Pittsburgh Pirates negatively.
Listen, I just want to make this point real quick before we get off. I don't care if the year you were born, like, for example, I was born in 92. Okay, Jared Allen is Philly. That's all right.
Unfortunately.
I got a lot of Phillies cousins.
So I just want to say this, right? If you are a fan of a team, you can and should be. It should be illegal for you not to be the fan. And Brett, this kind of includes you. If you are not the fan of the team that you were born in, like the state that you were born in, I don't get it. Like, if you're born in Pennsylvania,
Penn State fan?
Yeah, true, yeah.
I'm
Brett,
not really.
Brett, this doesn't include you.
Yeah.
If you're born in Pennsylvania, you should be. If you're born in Central PA, you should be a Steelers fan because the alternative is the Eagles, right? And just no offense, Jared Allen, but okay. If you're born in like California, you should be a Chargers fan or Rams fan or whatever.
Raiders,
Giants, Dodgers. Yep.
Exactly. Raiders. You should be a fan of the team of the state that you were born in. That's what you should be.
Yeah.
That's all I know. I know the Steelers, the Penguins, the Pirates, Penn State.
But you know what's funny about that? Alabama and Ohio State fans, a lot of them do not live in those states. They're not from.
Of course not. Of course
There's
not.
people from Philadelphia who are rooting for Ohio State.
Oh, so LSU just beat Florida. Okay. But yeah, because I for example, I had a friend, he was a Cowboys fan because the year he was born, they beat the Steelers. I'm like, dude.
But that's actually a sneaky thing. Jared Allen just brought up that one post, like he said about his dad's from Central PA. It's like, can that be a loophole, Mark? Because maybe your family is rooted in the other state. Like maybe his dad was born in Pennsylvania and they moved to California.
So wait, say that again, Jared?
So I mean, like you see, like it says, like not another Eagles fan, if any's consolation, Steelers fan because my dad is from Central PA. I'm saying, could that be a loophole where it's like, well, I mean, maybe you were born in California, but your dad or your mom was like born in that state. So it's like, could there maybe that like a little bit like a loophole?
Yeah. See, yeah, like I don't know. If you're not born in America, you can't be the president. So wherever you're born, that's who you should be a fan of.
All right, fair enough. Okay.
But like, there's people that, like, for example, if you watch that OJ doc, OJ Made in America, the one guy that they interview, he's sitting in the lawn chair in the parking lot. He's like, I became a Bills fan because of OJ Simpson and how good he was. I get it. But that guy, I believe, is from Buffalo. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things.
Okay.
I thought this was America. Yeah, Jared, you can like whoever you want. That's just me personally. It's like the homer in me. If you're born in Pennsylvania, you need to be a Pennsylvania fan. That's all. So that's all. But all right, guys.
Of course, your other option for college is Pitt, Temple, Villanova.
There were a lot of Villanova fans at the game today, man. There were. Half of them were Penn State fans, too. That was the best part.
Hey, is he talking about Randy from Trailer Park Boys? Is that who he's talking about? I thought this was America. Have you guys seen that show?
My brother loves that show. I didn't watch it myself. My brother could quote. I'm a big quoter of things. My brother could quote.
I'm sorry.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, okay. South Park. Okay. Randy is I believe, Randy is the one guy in
Same
Trailer
thing.
Park Boys.
Yep. My brother's a huge South Park fan.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on.
We are getting
Penn
better.
State.
We are going to get better. Penn State.
Pray for Charlie Kirk's family, and have a good night.
Yep. Have a good one.
See you guys.
Guys.